Example 3, section 9.7. Solve the triangle, which means we need to find all the unknown angles and all the unknown sides. Round your decimal answers to the nearest tenth. Okay, we've got two sides and we've got one angle. We need to find the measure of angle R, the measure of angle P, and lowercase p, that third side. All right. Now, remember, this is not a right triangle, so we cannot use Pythagorean theorem. Okay? There are certain things you cannot do when it's just some random triangle. It's not a right triangle. But we're going to use law of sines, because we can use law of sines on any of these triangles. And really quick, law of sines was the sine of angle A over little a. Well, you know what? Let me use the letters that we have. So it's sine P over lowercase p equals sine Q over lowercase q, sine R over lowercase r, and then you can switch those as well. I apologize if you can't see that. Okay. So let's see here. Let's find, we don't have the lowercase p and we don't have the angle for p. So we really can't set up an equation with two unknowns. So we'll come back to that. But we do have uppercase Q and lowercase q, and we have lowercase r. So let's take the q's and r's. So we'll do sine 70 of big Q over the little q, set it equal to sine of big R, which we do not know, over little r. Okay, now all we need to do is solve for r, the measure of angle r. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 18. That will get rid of this 18 there. And now I have 18 sine 70 over 36. I can solve for that by using my calculator. 18 sine 70, that equals, and then divide that answer by 36. Now don't round your answer yet. That's at the very, very end is when you're going to round it. 0, 4, 6, 9, 8. Yeah, well, I guess we're only going to 4. We'll go to 4, so I don't have to write the whole thing. How do we get just r? We're going to do the inverse sine. Inverse sine gets rid of the sine. So we're doing inverse sine of the decimal, and that's going to equal r. So inverse sine of that number, and I'm going to round it. So the measure of r is approximately 28 point, round to the nearest tenth, 28.02. So 28.0 degrees. There's my first answer. Okay, and I'm going to write that over here because I'm not going to have enough room on the board. I have to end up erasing some things. Alright, stick with me, stick with me. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to erase this part now. You can always pause or rewind. Alright, so now we have big R. I'm going to include it in my diagram just to help me out here. Okay, We have two angles now. And we'll use the sum of angles, what is it? Sum of triangles sum theorem, which is all three angles added up together equal 180 degrees. You must remember that always. So let's just set it 180 equals 28 plus 70 plus our unknown, the capital P. Okay, so 180 equals 98. Let's subtract 98 from both sides. And so we're going to get 82 equals P. So the measure of angle P equals 82 degrees. Okay, I'm going to erase this part here. Now, all we need to do is find the lowercase p, this side. And you could use any of those, really, and it will get you the same answer. So, we're searching for lowercase p, so let's put it on top. And that goes over sine of the capital P, right, which is 82. Set it equal, and you can choose the Q's or the R's, whichever one you want. Let's do the R's. Why not? So the lowercase r on top, and you know, to be more exact, because this is an approximation, let's use the exact numbers. So let's use Q. Lowercase q's first, and then uppercase q's. So sine. All right, we got to get rid of this. So we're going to multiply. Let me use a different color so it doesn't get mixed up. We're going to multiply both sides by sine 82. That way we can get rid of this. And you're left with the lowercase p equals 36 times sine 82 all over sine 70. Okay, so you're going to be putting all of that in your calculator. Now you can do it step by step or throw it all in your calculator. You just have to know how to use the parentheses. I'm going to do that with the parentheses. So parentheses, 36 sine, and automatically a parenthesis pops up for the sine. I'm going to put 82, close the parentheses for the sine, and then I add another parenthesis because I put one in the very front. Now I'm going to divide that by sine 70 equals, and it gives me approximately 37.934937, round to the nearest tenth, so 0.9. So here we got 37.9. There's my three answers. I've solved all of the things of this triangle. And we're done with that question. All right, that's a lot.